Hey, welcome and welcome back if you've been here before. I am working on making these videos shorter and shorter. I'm doing that because I know that everyone is busy. I know you don't have a lot of time to spend watching videos. I also realize that financial related videos are not the most exciting things on YouTube. So I am going to make these, I'm making them shorter and shorter. It's just right now because it's something fairly new. There's a lot of additional information that I need to put out at the moment. But just if you can please hang in there until the end, because the what I typically do, the format is to take 2 minutes to show the rates and fees, and then give out some additional information. But if I just give out the rates and fees without these insider tips, without this additional information, the rates and fees by themselves are just going to be no good, or you won't get the most out of it. So again, I promise to make them shorter and shorter. Please hang in with me in the interim, and I promise it'll pay off. Right, so let's jump right into it. I'm on the United Real Estate Capital website. You can see at the top urecapital.com. And here are the rates. This is the market information you could take a look at later, but let's just jump right into the rates. You can see the range offered goes from 5.125 on up to 7.375. Obviously, 7.375, you can see having no fees and a credit of 2,533 on down to 5.125 that has the 11 total in estimated costs. The cost, by the way, if you go down here, these are all the fees included. So this is not like what you typically see where most places will not list any cost at all, or if they list cost, it's only the lender's fees or it's only the points. Everything is located. You could review these later so I can save time on this video. But as you can see, this is a list of all those little things that normally only pop up when you when you get the loan estimate or the closing disclosure at other places. Here, we disclose this all up front. So the reason why, because I get this question, asked this question a lot, there's multiple rates here, is because depending on your scenario, just like it shows at the top here, choose a rate that fits your situation, depending on your scenario, whether you're just trying to lower your payment down, whether you're trying to, save interest, whether you're consolidating debt, doing home improvement, staying there 1 year, staying there 5 years, 10 years, whatever you're doing, one of these rates listed here is going to save more money than the others. So it's just a matter of choosing the rate that works best for you. We can help you do that. Obviously, that's really easy to help you if you can't do that. Over here, the fees are always listed. And I know this is something new. You don't see this on hardly any sites. There's only a few places out in the country doing this, listing the fees also. Other than ultimate transparency, the reason why the fees are listed is because this is what you're actually shopping for. Now, I know some of you experienced homeowners out there, when you were shopping, a lot of times you probably, what did you do when you called up a company or you walked into a bank or something and you probably asked, what is your rate? And that's just kind of what everybody is accustomed to doing. But what you're really shopping for are the fees. We all have the same rates. I won't go into that now because it'll take too long, but I'll scroll down here, look down at the bottom on this interest rates page, and there's a video actually that I made a little while back that addresses that, how to choose the rate that's right for you, how the pricing works. So you can check that out later if you like to, please. Okay, so going back up here to talking about the fees. Now, the other thing is, don't be shocked with seeing these fees. This is just the real thing. From what's been I've surveyed, we are actually normally in the top 1% of lowest fees for our rates in the country. It's just we are one of the few places actually disclosing it. So some other places that don't show you this stuff, they might look lower at first. Most likely, they are not. In fact, let me show you. This is to show you how this is not out the ordinary. I'm going to come down here, scroll down on the page, and go. We're so low and confident on our pricing. In addition to listing the fees, we even list competitors down here. And I'm going to keep on increasing this competitor list here. But let me show you one place that's, I should give them a compliment on here. Wells Fargo. So I just clicked on the Wells Fargo site, go down to their conforming rates, which is what we're showing, 30-year fixed. They're showing the 5.75 with the 5.937 APR. And if I click on that, we'll look at this on the next page. Not only they show you the detail, and they show you the total fees on here, 6,612. That's actually pretty aggressive pricing, but you wouldn't know it normally with the sales tactics of other places, because if you were maybe also talking to some large lender, they might say, "Oh, that's high. The big bad bank is charging you too much," when this is actually aggressively low. And they might even tell you something like, "Oh, we'll match and beat that." Well, two things about that. One, match and beat, that's like saying, we're going to rip you off unless you negotiate with us. I mean, do you really want to do business with companies like that? And the other thing about that is Wells Fargo can match and beat also. Everybody can match and beat. That's not something that only one or two companies can do. So if everybody can match and beat, nobody can match and beat. So just wanted to show you that. So this is let's see, so 6612, they're showing for the 5.7. I just had an idea. Let me pop over back to our website. And so let's see, I don't have a 5.7, but I'm showing a 5.625. So as you can see here, my 5.625 has an APR of 5.08, showing closing fees. And again, that's all these fees down here. Closing fee estimate of 5,963. If I go back to see Wells, they're showing so 5.7, so 6612. So they're showing a higher rate, or just an eighth higher. That's only an eighth higher. So it goes 5.65 up to 5.75. So just an eighth higher with a little more in fees than us. Oh, the purpose of this, no, I'm not showing you this to say, brag that, oh, hey, we're lower than Wells Fargo. I'm showing you this because we're actually kind of relatively close. And I'm showing you this to demonstrate this is how it looks when companies are disclosing the real fees. Wells Fargo is actually doing great here, and they can see how close they are to us in the fees. They're a little higher, yes, but this is relatively close. This is what it looks like when you see two companies that are doing things right, disclosing properly, and advertising, ethically. So let me close out of here and go back. So I would close with this and end with saying this, recommending this. If a company doesn't show their at least their interest rates and APRs, because remember, they don't have to show fees. By law, the only thing we have to show is the APR, because the APR is a representation of fees. You can watch this video above here to learn about how the APR works if you're not familiar with that. But going back down here, if you go to a lender's website, because a lot of them don't show the fees, and they're not showing the fee, or I'm sorry, they don't show the rates even. And if they're not showing the rates, there's a reason why. They want you to talk to their sales rep. They want to hard sell you on something. They're too scared to disclose up front. Don't do business with them if they're not at least showing the interest rates. I get it if they're not showing the fees, but they need to at least show the interest rate. That's my thing here. So when you're narrowing down your list, if they're not showing rates on their website, trust me, there's a reason why. Now, if they're not showing fees, okay, I get it. That's a bold move to show fees. But if they are showing fees, well, then that's a huge bonus. That's a huge 5-star, and they definitely deserve to be on your shopping list. Okay. All right. So this concludes the rates. You can again see these in detail at urecapital.com, and click on the rates page, and you can view all this, including the past rates. Monday, when we release the rates on Monday, I'll do another video. I'm going to cover my side topic will be covering my predictions of the 30-year fixed rates for this year. What I predict the 30-year fixed rate pricing is going to get down to this year in 2023. So if you hung in there, thanks for hanging in there. If you want to get see the videos tomorrow and or on Monday and my predictions, either bookmark or subscribe to the channel. Thanks for hanging in there, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.